What's helpful is to understand sort of the laws governing students with disabilities, and that's the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act that was first implemented in the early 70s, and then later there have been many iterations of it, and probably the most known happened in early 2000 with the introduction of the response to intervention models. And what IDEA looks at, or what the purpose of IDEA was to provide a free evaluation for students that were suspected of having a disability, and then when a disability was found, to provide appropriate remedies or remedial interventions for those disabilities that were identified. So when students, or should I say babies and toddlers, have a suspect of a delay, and the delay can be in a range of areas that IDEA describes. Students are evaluated, or children, young children are evaluated, and then when they're identified as having these delays, interventions are provided. So that's one group. And then a second group would be when students ages 3 to 21 are identified as having one of 13 disabilities. So they are evaluated, and then if they are identified as having one of the 13 disabilities that IDEA describes, students are then provided with an individual education plan or an IEP. What's important for all of us to note is that disability is a disability that's present in school, out of school, wherever a student goes. And what's critical is what types of interventions can we provide to help students not just cope with their disability, but learn and be the best they can possibly be. And that's really the goal of IDEA, is to identify and provide a properly resourced educational program that's going to help the student grow socially and academically, depending on what the disability is. So let's say I'm identified as having an auditory processing or some type of disability. The hope and the expectation is that the education that I'm going to receive is going to be specifically targeted to help me learn and me be provided with resources and interventions that are going to help me be successful in school and beyond. And that's the goal of any identification of students with disabilities, is that their educational program is going to be targeted to meet their learning disability needs.